And I remember going up and down the Champs-Élysées to the magazine stands and being like, pardon moi, do you have the Us Weekly? Because I was like, I needed to see what the girls were doing that week. I
I
was like,
love
what are
it.
Paris, Lindsay, Nicole, and Brittany up to? I can't miss it.
Well, Brad, I love the show. I watched the first episode. It is so much fun. So tell me why you wanted to get involved in the Real Friends of WeHo, and how would you describe it?
I wanted to get involved because, it's been a little while since I've been on reality TV. I think the audience saw me on Rachel Zoe Project as a starting up assistant, and then on my show, Brad World, starting up my own business. And now I've had that for about 10 years now. And I thought it would be nice to welcome people back into my life with my husband, Gary Janetti, and, see me kind of getting to know all of these guys. And, I also think right now it's really important to be out and about as a gay man and to be, representing. There's a lot going on in the US and worldwide, a lot of anti-LGBTQ plus bills. And I just thought it would be a great time to be a part of an all gay cast and, celebrate being gay and having a good time. So I love getting to know these guys, and I'm super glad you liked the show. Thank you for watching it. And we had a really good time putting it together.
Yeah, like you said, you do say in the first episode that, Todrick, people told you that Todrick's a bit messy. And what was it about him that pleasantly surprised you? And how would you describe that friendship? Because, he was coming off of, some unpleasant headlines about his home, about how he handled Big Brother. So and he pretty much confronts it head on as well, which I found refreshing.
Yeah, I think that was actually the thing before. I mean, we just saw obviously the first episode this week, but I think in my first actual filming day with him, when we're in the house, in his house talking, I was very surprised at how candid he was about everything. That actual scene was we talked for 2 hours. We really just he got it all out. I asked him everything. And I really appreciated that. I was like, oh, okay, good. We're going to be able to deal with this and enjoy, kind of getting to know him and, getting that out of the way. And I think the way that it comes up on the show is done very, very well.
Yeah. Do you think people's perspective of him may change after watching the show?
Yeah. I think it's, Todrick has said in press we've done together that he didn't really do the show to change people's ideas. But I do think that people will find it refreshing that I think sometimes in reality TV, those things can kind of be the thing that lasts the whole season. And it really happens immediately in our show. So I think that that's really great that it's dealt with, and then we can move on and all of it's addressed. Obviously,
you are very good friends with Miss Lisa Rinna. So did she give you any advice on kind of entering this type of reality TV world, like you said, with an ensemble cast, maybe a little bit of Housewives vibes with the drama every now and then?
Yeah, she was basically, I had dinner with her a few nights ago, and, Lisa and I have been friends way before the Housewives. Gary and I have known her for a very long time. And, she basically just said to me, have fun, have fun with it. Be authentic, be genuine. And she was like, if anything comes up, you've got my number. So she's great. I'm happy for Lisa, and I'm happy for this new chapter for her.
Yeah. I mean, what have you learned from watching Lisa? And did you bring any of that to the show?
I don't know if it's so funny because doing those TikToks and playing so many different housewives, there were definitely times where I'm like, oh, I'm a little Kyle right now. And then I was like, oh, I feel like that was, I think I just gave a Rinna face, I'm like, they're so in my, and then I'll say something and I'm like, oh, that felt like kind of Kathy might say that. So there were definitely moments where I think they're probably going to be, definitely when they're I can't hide things on my face. So I know there are a few Kyle like those. And then I feel like there's definitely a Rinna head tilt at one point near the end of the season where I'm like,
You didn't put out like, ooh, you're so angry. Oof.
I did. I will say, like, just as like fun for myself, I would sometimes like throw out a really iconic Housewives line.
I love it.
I don't know. I wanted to say, like, I think I said, let's talk about the husband a few times. Like somebody would be like, should we talk about it? I'm like, let's talk about the husband.
I love it. I love it. I mean, obviously you are a Housewives fan. I mean, what do you think Beverly Hills is going to look like without Lisa? And do you understand why she left? I know that she said that, you know, obviously last season wasn't her favorite, but what do you think it's going to look like without her?
Well, it's going to be, I mean, you know, she's had so many iconic moments on that show. I think it's definitely big shoes to fill, you know, regardless of whether you loved her or you did not love her. I think that still she provided a very important place in that cast. I do think that, you know, Bravo is going to probably replace her with another big name, would be my guess. I'm not quite sure who that would be. I tried to get it out of Andy last night when I was on Watch What Happens Live and his lips were sealed. But, you know, I think, you know, that it's time also for, I think it's a good time. And I think Lisa probably feels the same way, that the timing is right. And, you know, it's time to kind of like shake that up a little bit. I always love it when they bring in new people, you know. I love it when they kind of mix things up and, you know, maybe they'll bring, they're bringing people, OGs back. Maybe they'll bring back an OG, who knows?
Yeah. Is there an OG that you'd want to see come back?
I used to love, Eileen.
Yeah.
You know, Beast. That was such a good moment. I loved Eileen. I thought she was a great housewife.
Definitely. Do you think that this is a pause for Lisa? Do you think her Housewives chapter is closed?
I don't know. You know, I think like she's, you know, I think probably it's, I don't know if it's closed for her or not. She hasn't said anything, but, you know, I feel like she's a businesswoman. So, and she'll know if the time is right. And then I think maybe with time passing, she'll probably be like, that was the best thing that happened for me.